Today we are going to see front function and front classes. So first of all, what is front function? A front function that are declared with a keyword front are known as front function. A function can be declared as a front in any number of classes. A front function, it is not a member function, but it has full access rights to the private member of classes. Simply we call it as a front function which is accessed with the private and protected data of a class for any class, because of the classes are the two classes are friend, so that's why it can access the private member of both the classes. So friend is a keyword. Inside a keyword we can use uh, we declare a friend function using the friend keyword inside the body of the class. Okay, you can declare anywhere in the class. That is known as friend function. Next we are going to see what are the characteristics for the friend function. First, it is not a scope of the class which it has been declared as friend. So a friend function, it is not a scope of a class. Before in member functions we declared scope of a class, but in friend function we can't declare scope of a class. A friend function can be invoked like a function without the help of any object. So whereas in function, normal function with invoked with the help of argument or objects. So in the friend function it can be invoked without help of any objects. The next one, it cannot access the member names directly, because the front function can access the private and protected data of uh, front classes. That's why the front function can access the membership operator with each member name. That is, a dot is a membership operator which can be used object name dot class name. For example, a dot x. Here a is a for example, class name dot x is a object name. So this is the pattern for accessing members of a class. So I already told you, in a front function can declare either private or public section of a class. Anywhere you can declare front function. So these are all the characteristics. Next, this is general syntax of front function. Class name. Class is a keyword. Class name is a general. Here we can give any class name, followed by the body of the function we declared friend. Friend is a keyword, then return type. Return type is void. Then you give function name followed by arguments. Then the function will be end. So this is for our general syntax for declaring friend in anywhere in the class. Here you will see one example. Add members of two different classes using friend functions. Add members of two different classes using friend functions. First we declare two classes. This is the forward declaration for class B, then class A. So class B is a forward declaration, After that we can declare class A. From the class A uh, there are two sections. One is a private and public. Public section we declare class A is the one of the constructor. You will see later what is constructor and what are the rules for declaring a constructor. Constructor is a special member function which is initialized automatically. So class A is a constructor, then number A of 12, because the constructor to initialize number A to 12. Then the private section int number A, one of the declaration is that is a number A is a integer type. Then the front function front int is a return type. Function name is add. There are two arguments, class A and class B. So the front function can be accessed class A and class B, private and public data members. That is the meaning for class A and class B. There are two arguments. Here in class B, before in class A, you can declare number A which is 12. Now the class B, the constructor to initialize number B, that is the another number for the value is 1. Then the private section is same for the number B which is declared in the type is integer. Then the front function int add class A and class B, which is same for class A and class B because of it is front of class A and class B. Now it can access both member functions for both classes. One function is the int. It is a normal function int add. So int is a return type, add is a function. There are two arguments, class A and class A object and class B object B. There are two arguments which is returned object A dot number A, which is for first class, object B dot number B, which is the second class value. The first class is 12. The second class is, that is the class B, is the number B, which indicates 1. So this is one small function which returns two number will be added. Then the main function defines class A. There are two objects. One is class A objects and class B objects. Class A objects represents objects A. Class B objects represents class objects B. These two objects should be returned. That is a membership. That is a member dot operator. It's object A dot number A, object B dot number B. For adding these two values, 12 plus 1, which is 13. The 13 will be stored on sum. Okay. So the output is 13. For this above example, class A and class B have declared one function is there, that is add, as a front function. Thus this function can access private data of both classes. This is the meaning of function, that is a front function. Class A and class B have declared both class A and class B. We have to declare same function, that is add. Add is a add to indicate the front function. That's why it uh, accessed for private data of both classes, that is class A and class B. Okay. Next, front classes in C++. It is similar to front function, but in front class in C++ using front keyword. Before that, in front function also we can use front keyword. So here in class A, a front class to be declared front class of class B. So the class B is front of class A. Okay. So this is the meaning for front class. So when a class is declared a front class, all the member function of class become front functions. Suppose we declared class B is a front class, we can access all members of class A from inside class B. Okay, here you see class B is a front of class A. That's why the class B is a front class. We can access all members of class A from inside class B, but we cannot access members of class B from inside class A, because of it is only the friend relation in C++ is only granted, not taken. Okay, this is the rule for accessing front classes. Okay, so this is front classes and front functions, some small topics. Okay, thank you, students.